So last week we had this wonderful little car, the 250 GT, and of course this week we have got yet another Ferrari, but it's also a fairly new one, so it'll be interesting to see the difference. And the one we're looking at today is this one, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale from 2020. This pushes out a fantastic 986 horsepower, 912 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 3,684 pounds, it is very heavy, and it has a displacement of a 4-litre engine. And here it is. I don't know quite what to think of the styling of this one. It's interesting, I guess. And at the back, it looks just like one of those other Ferraris from the car pass a couple of months ago. If you remember that thing, do go ahead and let me know. I believe it's something like the J50, I'm not too sure. Going to the inside, it looks like just about any Ferrari has ever been created, but it does have that little SF90 Stradale little thing on the dashboard. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this thing stock and go and see how it sounds. And there we go. This thing did sound quite nice, but now we get to take a look at what we can do to it. So if we go to conversion, we've got options for an engine swap of 6.3 litre V12 hybrid. I believe that might be the LaFerrari engine. Certainly sounds like it. So we'll go back and have a look at that in a little bit. But this thing is S2 and 915. We have the option to make it rear-wheel drive, which we're not going to do because this thing is actually a Ferrari that comes all-wheel drive stock. Let's see, aero and appearance, can we do anything to it? That looks horrendous. And if you go to the back, yeah, that looks even worse. Stock, this thing starts out on semi-slick racing tyres, but we could have the option to put it up to full slick racing tyres if we wanted to. But we'll come back to that in a little bit. So if we go over to the paint shop, we've got advanced categories or advanced paint groups we can put on this thing. We've got, what's paint category number 1? That is the main body of the car. And what is paint group number 2? It is... oh, it's the little fin on the top. I want to call that the shark fin, because that's what it looks like. Does it affect anything else on the car, or is it just that? No, it is literally just that on the roof. Oh, that's cool. So, for manufacturer colours, we have the option of just 4. We've got... no, wait, I can't count. We have 5. There we go. There's never one for numbers. Anyway, we've got this one. We have this one. This one. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. We've also got a grey silver. And we've got a odd kind of green. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the blue. An interesting thing about the SF90 Stradale is stock from retail. These things cost around, how should I put this? $500,000. Around 507,000. That is expensive. And now we get to see just how good this thing is for what would be $500,000 worth of car, because we're now going and taking this thing out into our usual little street road race thing and trying to see if we can get it to win. Like every single car, or it might not be the car's fault, it might just be me, but we completely messed up that corner. But let's put that 900 and something horsepower to the test. Even though it is technically 700 and something horsepower from its twin turbocharged V8, however this thing has 3 electric motors which push up the horsepower to that 986, which is kind of mad if you think about it. Okay, can we get past, is that an Aston Martin ahead of us? I think it might be. Can we get past the Aston? Yes, we can. Fantastic. And now we've got to try and see if we can hold that lead to the end of the race. And so here we are at 95%, just one corner away from the finish line, and that is straight across the line in a wonderful first. Honestly, this car is a lot of fun to drive and very, very speedy. So another fun little fact about the SF90 is there are only 500 of these things ever made, so if you manage to find one, keep one. It is quite rare indeed. And if you want to get one of these for yourself, you need to get 80 points on Series 7. Well, next up is making it a drag build, so we'll go and throw on some tyres and we'll make them a little wider and do a couple of other little bits and pieces, and then we'll be right back. That is a lot of power going into this thing. Okay, so let's go and line ourselves up now at the edge of the drag strip with our 1,400 brake horsepower Stradale, and we'll see what we can do. Away we go. What speed do we get through the camera? Because this thing is very, very quick. I mean, look at it go. Let's see, what speed do we end up hitting through the camera? It is 206.48 miles an hour. This thing, that is really, really quick. And now we need to go and put some road tyres on it and go and find out its top speed. So here we are now at the edge of the motorway, so we're going to go ahead and floor it and go and see what speed the Stradale can do. Remember, 1,400 brake horsepower, 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, however you wish to call it. So I know there's a split between the two, so decide in the comments which one's better. And we've got to go and see, because of a massive amount of space, just how quick this thing is. But first, let's see what it does to this speed zone. The answer to that is 263.21 miles an hour. We still have an extra gear to go. Although I don't think the 7th is going to be very useful at this rate, but oh well, I could be proved wrong. So now we're coming up to the downhill part. Let's go and see. 267 through the camera. Can we get any quicker? Can we get 270? We can. Just about, but we did hit 270 for a very short time, which is honestly really quick for this thing. That's surprising. Okay, so now we go and find out just how well this thing can drift. So on its first attempt in here with 1,300 brake horsepower, what do we get? We get 38,311. Not bad at all. So we'll wait for the little drift zone thing to roll around, and we'll go and take it for its second attempt at this drift zone going back the other way. Just because sometimes you get a little set of better results, but oh, I was about to say not this time, but okay, apparently I'm proven wrong. 38,400 instead of the 38,380 something. Alright then, this car loves to pull surprises. However, that is going to be it for this video, so I really do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, because it lets me know you like this stuff and you want me to do more. In fact, I'm really enjoying making these videos. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to go ahead and pick one of these up for yourselves, because honestly, although they're tricky to get, they are honestly a lot of fun. Seriously, this thing's actually a very cool car to drive. And to be honest, until this game, I didn't even know it existed. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you all in the next video, where it will probably be the weekly guide. So if you need any help with the weekly guide, stick around, because on Sunday, that's when that video will go up. And I'm making this outro way too long for it, so I just want to see how quick this thing goes in its stock engine. Long story short, it's around the same as the other engine, so kind of interesting really. 100 horsepower difference, yet still actually kind of close. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you all in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, you know the rest. I'll see you all in the next one. Tech out. How is this thing quicker on its stock engine? This makes no sense.